This is our presentation on virtual reality by me, Jack Longmore.
Ken Angelic. Oliver Granville.
And Hudson Deutsch.
The lenses we'll be using today are the social and cultural lens. How does VR affect the social dynamics in our life in a positive or negative way? Next, the scientific lens, which how does VR affect the brain and body? Is it positive or is it negative? And the futuristic and solution lens, what is going to change in the future and how can problems created by AI be solved? Virtual reality's effects. The effects on our behavior. Yugi Han from Stanford University claims that VR affects how people build trust, engage with others, and communicate. Virtual reality changes how we respond and react with others. This could be in a positive way if virtual reality is a healthy environment for us. A study at Stanford put people in a VR simulation and made them simulate being homeless. After the participants were more likely to help the homeless than people who weren't in the simulation. Virtual reality changes how we think and see others. The effects on our mental health. According to Hai-Woo Lee, an assistant professor at the University of Texas A&M, scholars have suggested that these social interactions affect gamers by satisfying essential needs of belonging and connecting with others. This could be a positive aspect because people who are feeling down and sad could use this boost, but it also could be a drawback because it can create a false sense of reality for the users. The effects on society and medicine. Lisa Serta and her colleagues at Nimes University in France stated that VR is an effective therapeutic tool in many psychiatric disorders, but it still needs to be improved on. This could be a great use to help people be implemented back into society and learn how society works. Kaiwen Su Chung and her colleagues at the Department of Exercise Science and Sports Management at Kennesaw State University says, VR can be used to lower stress and fear for those who want to experience events who have social anxiety. This could help people with social anxiety not see the fear and not worry about events happening at social events and games. The problem. Virtual reality is a threat to future relationships by creating false perceptions of belonging and connection, which in turn deteriorate mental health and physical health.
One solution to the problem previously stated by my colleague Jack is to limit or regulate the amount of time people are using virtual reality. Companies and producers of virtual reality headsets could implement time limits on how long the headset can be used at one time. Or they could give a recommended time limit in the instruction manual on how to use the headset. The main reason people are feeling different negatively after using virtual reality is ultimately because of the amount of time they spend on it. This is shown in a study that says, from 73 studies, 7 reported worsening symptoms of increased fall risk. 21 studies reported that there were no adverse effects, but did not realize the obvious effects such as cybersickness. The remaining 45 did not mention adverse effects at all. This quote is showing how virtual reality can alter how we feel and cause us to be oblivious to our true feelings such as cybersickness. Virtual reality takes us out of true reality, and when we are out of true reality for a long period of time, it causes us to think and feel differently. Not only does it affect people's ability to realize when they feel dissimilarly, it can also change how people recognize pain. Another study proves that virtual reality lowered pain intensity and sensitivity when in contact with heat due to it being a multi-sensory experience. When it mentions it being a multi-sensory experience, it proves that virtual reality does not only affect us in one way. It has multiple effects that may not even be noticeable. As the amount of time spent on virtual reality increases, the risks and probabilities of getting symptoms such as cybersickness and nausea also increases. An issue with this solution is that people cannot be forced into not using virtual reality, as that would infringe on free will, but a time limit on virtual reality could help fix it. Another issue is that people may not listen to the recommended time limits or restraints recommended by the producer of the virtual reality headset. If a time limit is applied, people will use virtual reality less and therefore not feel as badly after using it. This will help almost everyone because they wouldn't have the negative effects if the correct time limit is implemented into it. It would not hurt anyone, but some people could choose to go over the recommended time limit, deeming this solution to be impractical.
The second solution is to implement fun and engaging activities into virtual reality that people are able to play.
Can I put in question for Recon? Would you like to read Jackson's conference with Recon component?
Who?
Jackson comes on.
Okay, go. Yeah, I'll send them.
Thank you.
People are able to play together in order to build healthy relationships. The positive implications of this solution are that people who enjoy virtual reality games will have the ability to build healthy relationships through fun and engaging activities. Google Freeman from the University of Clemson states that through modern-day social VR draws similarities from traditional environments. It affords a variety of nuanced activities, play, and entertainment that may offer unique experiences compared to traditional virtual environments.
Yes. I'm sorry, could you repeat the name?
His name is Jackson Funkhauser.
I sent him right now. He's already going.
Okay, thank you.
The best way for this solution to have positive impacts is to make sure that all types of people can be included. Solution number 2, limitations and negative impacts. People harmed by this solution are people that may be unskilled at these games provided by the virtual reality companies. Hyun Woo Lee from the University of Texas A&M says that research depicts that the benefits or drawbacks of virtual reality are reliant on the factors of the players and the game. Therefore, people will have a negative experience of building healthy relationships if they do not choose a game that fits their skill set and their things they enjoy.
So, in closing, let's take a look over this whole presentation. First, virtual reality has the ability to alter social dynamics. This offers several pros and cons. On one hand, you have increased accessibility to connections, and on the other hand, you have an addictive nature of the technology, which can lead to isolation and negative effects on mental health and physical health. When weighing these two, this comes down to how we act now. We have two possible futures based on the steps we take as we develop virtual reality. In one world, virtual reality and technology is used to build relationships and to bring people closer together. In a second, in an alternate reality, virtual reality keeps people apart because of addictions and isolation if no guidelines are implemented. So the best way to secure the better future is to take a proactive approach. This is why solution 1 is better. By educating and advising people and even implementing limits, we can prevent unhealthy habits from occurring. According to James Spiegel, professor of psychology at Taylor University, limited use equals limited risk. Those already predisposed to social media and technology addictions are more likely to be addicted to virtual reality, which raises a very big problem. So it is up to us to secure the better future. With technology advancing faster than we realize, we want to embrace the good and prevent the bad, working towards a future that is enhanced by technology and not hindered by it. So with limits on virtual reality, we can avert a possible crisis of addiction and isolation from occurring. Thank you. I think we were right at 9 because we had about 30 seconds of interruption.
So, just so you know, you're going to read in that too. When you come up with an outline of what you're saying, you won't go on, and you kept turning and looking at the projection screen to guide you in what you were going to say.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew it. Okay, let me turn this off. Sorry. Okay, but yeah, was it not on?